Welcome to The Planet, the podcast for L-Word fans. I'm Casey.
And I'm Elka. This is The Chart, our listener feedback segment. We'll be back to talking about the L-Word in our next podcast. Our first email is from Julie, who comments on the scene between Carmen and Shane when Carmen is trying to teach Shane what monogamy is. Julie says, "It wasn't very wise for Carmen to use a fire extinguisher on Shane, because now what will they use if there's a fire?"
Is she a firefighter?
Julie suggests that next time Carmen uses a garden hose. That's what Julie uses, and it's really much more practical. Carlene wrote in to let us know that apparently Leisha Haley guest starred on Grey's Anatomy. And she's the only person that said that. So if any of you happen to TiVo that or have screen caps, send us an email. I'd like to hear more about it.
I don't watch that show.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either, but if Leisha Haley was on it, I'd like to watch that one.
What do you think her role was?
Carlene said that she had an infected leg or something.
Okay. Vampire bite.
She had an infected vampire bite.
Our next email is from G regarding Billy's armpit hair, which I mentioned that I was done seeing his armpit hair. G says, "It takes quite a bit to gross me out, but is that dude smuggling animals under his arms?" I just have the feeling that a little kid somewhere is missing a pair of hamsters.
Nasty.
Poor little hamsters. Hope they can get air under there. That's not where men usually smuggle their hamsters.
You're disgusting.
Oh, yeah. You weren't thinking that?
No. But now I am.
Especially Billy. He's probably got a whole batch of them there. Well, we'll know if Max comes down with rabies next month. It was from a hamster bite.
Oh, shit.
Well, I guess it would just be biting into rubber, though, so.
Oh.
Okay.
Someone's got to check Snopes.
Snopes?
Look up Richard Gere on Snopes.com.
What's Snopes?
It's that website that debunks urban myths.
What the Snope? Our next email is from Beth Ann. She's from Michigan, and she asks whether we think Jenny and Shane will ever hook up. I think this is interesting because I've noticed that in the opening, during the Betty song at the beginning, they show some people together that makes sense. Then they show
Shane is like
I'm trying to remember the scene.
Jenny's ear or vice versa. One of them is like almost licking the other one's ear.
Yeah, and then there's another scene of those two together.
In the opening sequence, Are you talking about? Oh, I don't know.
So I noticed they did that in the opening sequence, so I don't know. That'd be best friends hooking up, and they kind of make good friends. Can you imagine them together?
I actually totally can see that happening, and I think that would be really cool.
I think they should just have sex once in a while, and it should be no big deal.
Well, there was also that cut scene that was on the official Showtime website.
Yeah.
And it was Jenny talking to Shane, complaining basically about Carmen being a snob. Mm-hmm. And they kind of were sitting close together and hugging and kissing on the cheek in a very friend-like way. But, I mean, put a couple beers in them and all of a sudden that could be taken to a whole nother level. What do you think?
Well, I really liked that scene, and I wondered why they cut it. It takes place at
Wax.
They're kind of not really arguing, but there's a disagreement, sort of. And then as soon as Shane walks over to Jenny, and she puts her full hand on her chest, partially under her shirt, Jenny had this look like, oh, okay, I'll do whatever you want, Shane.
Yeah, she really did.
It was cute. I wondered why they cut that. Maybe it's like foreshadowing and they didn't want to do that.
That's what I thought. I thought they cut that scene because it made the budding relationship between Shane and Jenny too obvious and they want to surprise us with it. Because the show is always like 45 minutes long. It never takes up its whole hour that it has.
What are you saying?
I mean, I don't see why they would have to cut a scene to make the show shorter. The show's usually short anyway.
Yeah, the length of the show varies kind of a lot sometimes. It has varied by like 12 minutes.
I mean, that's a luxury that they have on Showtime. Like Lost is 42 minutes every time.
I like it when it's really long, obviously.
That's what she said. That's what Billy said.
No, that's what Jenny said. She's like, can't you get a longer one?
I think Max's... What color is Max's package?
What were you going to say? Have you seen it?
I was wondering, have they shown Max's pack? I think they did, because didn't Jenny hand it to her?
They did show it, and to me it looked small. It was just lying on a bed. There wasn't anything next to it to get an idea of its size.
Well, they sell some that are
14-inch thruster.
Well, no, okay, Romaine. No, what I was going to say is that they sell some that resemble a flaccid cock and balls for people that want to stuff their pants but don't want to look like they are constantly hard.
I'm not interested.
Well, I'm saying I wonder whether Max always has a big-ass dildo in her pants or if that's for special occasions, and maybe she also has like one of the fake flaccid ones to put in there.
Oh,
just give her a nice little bulge like Apollo Ono.
I had never, ever in my life thought about this.
I think they sell them at, what's that place in San Francisco? Good Vibes.
They should make one. They probably do. They make all kinds of crazy shit. They should make one that it's like remote control and it's like all bloop, like shrinkage. And then
you mean you can press a button and give it a boner?
Yeah.
That's actually a really good idea.
I'm sure there is
I've
one.
never heard of such a thing.
I mean, you can get a life-size doll that looks like a real woman. I'm sure they sell a penis that gets erect. Well, but why would they? I guess that's why.
Well, if they do sell it anywhere in the world, it would be probably in Japan. It would have a Hello Kitty face painted on the head.
No,
Did you guys know, by the way, that Sanrio has a Hello Kitty vibrator? I saw it online, and I swear I almost bought it just because it was Hello Kitty.
Wait, what? Is the cat's head on the end?
I don't even know, but I just know it was a vibrator, and it was Sanrio. Funky. It was Hello Kitty.
That is like, oh yeah, and there's one with Elmo. I mean, that's messed up. Well, it's the same thing.
Adults like Hello Kitty.
But it's a...
Well, I mean, some people don't want something that looks like a dick.
Right.
That's why they have, like, the dolphin and the octopus and Hello Kitty.
They want a cat with a bow on its head.
The bow is probably the G-spotter part.
Ew.
We know a certain person who would probably be thrilled to have the Hello Kitty vibrator. And I know you know who I'm talking about. That's right.
She probably has a collection of them.
So I am very curious. Well, it also about Jenny, about Sanrio's vibrator. No, about Jenny and Shane hooking up. I guess it would depend on how long this show goes on, how many seasons, and how long the actors stay with it.
Are you saying that if the show goes on for years, then eventually everybody's going to fuck one another?
Well, if they want to be like a real lesbian community, then yes.
That's true.
Erin Daniels, I suspect, wants to leave the show because she probably wants to do some movies.
What gives you that idea?
Because she's sick as hell.
I'm kidding.
And if Erin Daniels is going to move on, don't you think that Catherine Menning?
No.
Because remember they said, how would you describe your experience on the L word in one word? And she goes, long.
She seems like she might be the prissiest one.
Yeah, I think so.
With the most finicky, and she probably bitches the most.
Well, I don't know. We haven't heard the interview with JB yet, so she could be.
JB?
Jennifer Beals.
JB?
I don't know. I just, me and JB, we go way back. We're on an initials basis now, KC.
She probably won't do an interview.
I was thinking she might not.
Maybe she'll be the last one.
Could be.
Well, they haven't done one with Daniela C yet, right?
No.
There's only 5 more. What characters haven't they interviewed?
Daniela. Jennifer Beals. Tina. They haven't interviewed Laurel Holloman yet.
Okay, yeah, they'll probably do them all then.
If people start leaving the show because they want to broaden their careers or whatever, who do you think's going to be the next one to go?
Oh.
Catherine Menning, because she's doing some movie now. I don't remember what it's called, but I mean, she's hot right now. I don't mean like hot and sexy.
No, I know what you mean.
Even though she is, but I mean like she's a hot property.
I don't know. I know that obviously if you're making a ton of money, you're on TV, everybody loves you. You think you're going to be able to go out and do movies, and a lot of people do, but so many more people don't, and they can't do it.
George Clooney, he was on ER, and then he started doing movies, and no one ever heard of him again.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Or what was that girl that used to be on that soap opera? I think her name was Anne Heche.
Well, yeah, but she was only a movie star because she was fucking Ellen.
I don't know about that. She fucked Steve Martin, too. Did that make her?
No, that's what I'm saying. It didn't make her famous. What was the last movie that Anne Heche was in?
She's doing some project right now.
How do you know this?
I don't know.
Oh, I was going to say I haven't heard anything from her except for I know she's married to some loser and she has a baby. I mean, I'm sure the guy's not a loser, but he's nothing compared to Ellen.
I feel so sorry for Ellen because ever since she and Anne Heche broke up, she hasn't been able to get with a good-looking woman.
Yeah, she seems to have a real problem finding ladies that are hot.
Yeah, I know. I mean...
And
Poor
she can't
Ellen.
dance.
I know. Some people really hate the way she dances, but
What?
that's maybe the only thing I like about her.
I love it. It's
I
so like
love her
living room
dancing.
dancing. That's how you dance in your living room.
I know, and it's
Well, not you. You wish.
I keep trying to make some point. I don't know. Anyway, first of all, I hope none of the characters I like
Of course, you don't want your characters
leave
to leave
the show, but I can't think of anyone I don't like that I would think it was okay
Tina.
if they left.
Tina.
No, I want Tina to stick around just so they can do all kinds of shitty things to her character.
Like she'll get a venereal disease.
Oh, that's wrong. You can't.
Well, what bad things happen to straight people that don't happen to gay people? They get venereal diseases. Well, lesbians.
Yeah.
They get pregnant without wanting to.
They don't get to eat pussy.
Which ones? I think, okay, Jennifer Beals is obviously probably the most prestigious actor on the show. Like, she has the biggest background.
Well, didn't she win an Academy Award for her work in Flashdance?
She did?
No, I'm totally kidding.
Oh my God. My mouth just dropped open. Okay, right. But she's probably the most recognizable character to everyday people if she's walking down the street. A lot of people.
Pam Grier.
I bet she's recognized even more than Pam Grier. Like Alice,
Yeah, okay.
A lot of people are going to recognize her, but
She has
probably
like a
from the
cult
Yo
following.
Play commercials
Yeah.
more than.
Alice definitely has the biggest cult following, but
No.
Jennifer Beals would have the biggest mainstream following.
So
Yeah.
you would think that she would be the one to leave. Or Pam Grier. Pam Grier's been in some kick-ass movies. Mr. Liquor. The dog's like...
Okay,
Mr. Liquor. That's going to be the next character on the show.
what?
It'll be like one of Alice's freak out dates. I'm dating Mr. Liquor. You know how on Sex and the City is like big? Then they'll have Mr. Liquor.
Oh, that's nasty.
Ew, it really is.
Nice. Oh, okay. So you remember how a couple of podcasts ago we had said that we should make some sort of bet about who cries first?
No, I don't remember that.
Yes. Well, Nis wrote in.
Nis?
I hope I'm saying that right.
How you spell it?
Nisirine,
Oh, okay.
and Nis is like for short. So maybe it's Nis. Nis?
Whatever.
Nisirina? I think she lives in Paris, so we can't be expected to understand. I said if you're a Julie or a Jennifer, that's the only way I'm going to know your name. Okay, so she says that since we're so knocker fixated, quote unquote.
How ironic.
I know.
That's
You're not going to believe
ironic
this.
because
you're not going to believe what I'm just about. Okay, why is it ironic?
Because we're both doing this podcast topless this time. No.
Tell me why it's ironic.
Because I just flashed you.
You're not going to believe this.
What?
This is what she wrote. She thinks that whoever cried first should show her boobs to the other.
Oh my God.
It was like, you're psychic.
Oh my God, I am psychic. Send me your questions about your future. That's so weird. 5 seconds ago, I just flashed Elka. And I didn't know she was going to be reading this. How hilarious.
And my reply was going to be like, oh, I've seen him a million times. There's nothing new there.
Oh, that wasn't exciting for you, ass. Is that what you wrote back to her?
we've gone skinny dipping and stuff when we were out camping. So.
Yeah.
And like we always, when we're in the store, we try on clothes in the same room so we can tell each other what it looks like.
I think, have we been to a nude beach together?
No, I've never been to a nude beach in my life.
Oh, okay.
I would go only to a women's only nude beach. I don't need to see any hairy cock and balls. No offense, Max.
His
Well, if
isn't
they're
hairy.
hairless, they're okay.
They're not okay. Wow,
Next
that was
bet,
really
you're going to
weird.
have to show me your why.
No. I don't show for no reason.
What reason do you need?
I need something to happen to it. If I'm going to show it.
I can
I
shave
am,
a little
Jenny?
design into
I'm
it.
not going to go around showing myself just for psychotic reasons. Ew, a design. Okay, let's move on from this,
Okay.
please.
Yeah.
Okay, so last week's poll was something like, tell us what the indicators are when you meet someone you don't know they're gay, and you have to figure it out. So, what questions do you ask? What do you look for? Is that right?
Yeah, what are the hints and tips that you look for to let you know whether it's okay to hit on someone or not?
Jazz's response to the poll answer This is a weird one. Did she actually do this test on herself?
No, like someone in her house was playing with a video camera.
She saw a video of herself making a sandwich. Exciting video. And you could tell she was gay by the way she makes a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. What the hell does that mean?
She said it just has to do with your gestures and body language.
But she says by the way she made the sandwich. I know.
What?
I know.
You're going to say something gross.
No, it's not. Well, it
Don't say
depends on
anything
if you
too
like
gross.
peanut butter and
Jazz is
jelly or
underage.
not. No. Well, the only thing I could think of is when I've seen, this is so stupid, but when my dad makes a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, he puts two pieces of bread out. The one gets the jelly and the one gets the peanut butter. This is ridiculous. But anyway, the one with the jelly, he just puts like a tiny bit of jelly on it. And then the one with the peanut butter, it's like got a hole in it because he put so much peanut butter on it. There's so much peanut butter. It's like, it's a big sack of peanut butter. And then he plops them together and he doesn't cut it in half. Oh, and another thing that men do is they fold it over the whole sandwich and just plow it into their mouth.
Your dad does that?
Yeah. So that might be like I could see a dyke doing that. Like,
oh, come on.
What?
But she's not dykey at all. She has her picture on our Frapper map.
If you cut the peanut butter and jelly sandwich straight down the middle.
That means you're straight?
No, it means you're gay. If you do it diagonally, you're straight.
No, I disagree.
If you're a woman. If you're a man,
no,
it's the other way around.
Nope.
Yes, because...
But I cut it diagonally.
Well, you're just going to have to go suck some dick.
What do bisexuals do? They have a third piece of bread in the
They
middle
cut it
like a double-decker.
They cut it in fourths and cut off half the crust. And they use that natural peanut butter.
I love natural peanut butter. Maybe you're right.
Okay, I don't know where I was going with this. It seems to be that cutting it diagonally is the more feminine thing to do.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
You're right, it's retarded. I don't know why I said it. Well, anyway.
Okay, well, what does this sandwich mean then? This is the sandwich that my stepdad eats. 2 pieces of Wonder Bread, an inch of generic peanut butter, and a 2-inch thick slice of white onion plus garlic powder.
It means that he doesn't get kissed often.
Oh, that could be.
Not only has he got onion mouth, but it's stuck together with peanut butter.
I totally disagree with the next thing that Jazz says she looks for, because she says the indicators of straightness, well-tweezed and plucked eyebrows, and a person who wears lots of pink.
I love pink.
I wear pink all the time, and I pluck the hell out of my eyebrows.
I don't pluck my eyebrows.
You don't need to, though. You have good eyebrows.
But I love pink. And if I needed to, I would definitely pluck the brows.
Yeah, we both wear pink all the time. I'm wearing pink shirt with butterflies on it.
Is this hers too? Flower prints on jeans?
Yeah, and I'm like, no, flower prints on jeans don't indicate you're straight. It indicates that you're lame.
Yeah. Political bumper stickers was her other.
Yeah, that's a good one, but I don't have.
That's kind of a dead giveaway.
Yeah.
That's one where, I mean, you pretty much know if they have an HRC sticker. Well, your mom has an HRC sticker.
Yeah, my mom has an HRC sticker
next
on her
to
car.
her.
Proud parent of a sailor.
For your brother.
Because my brother's in the Navy, and
So
then the
now
HRC right next to it.
Everyone in town probably thinks your brother's gay.
He's in the Navy.
If he's not gay now, he will be if he joins the Navy.
No, he's not gay. I don't think.
Nah.
He's asexual. He said that once a year he goes out in the yard and pollinates. Masha says,
Masha.
when I see a girl I think is hot, I usually drool a little and slip in a puddle of my saliva. If she says, that's so cute, and not, you gross lesy, I'm getting my torch and pitchfork, she's probably on the team.
Okay. Oh my.
I gotta try that one.
That might have been a good comic submission.
Yeah, God, Masha, where's your head at?
Get your pen out. There's still time.
When's the deadline? Midnight, March 1st?
That's right.
You still have a chance to win that lovely, kissable, autographed photo of Rachel Shelley.
Right.
Or the lovely and pleasantly odored Burt's Bees head-to-toe kit.
We also received an email from Christine, who points out that Shane says, "That's great because I love birds." She noticed that Catherine Menig has a tattoo of a bird on her left arm.
Christine was wondering whether that was scripted or whether Catherine ad-libbed it.
Oh.
Maybe Catherine really likes birds as much as Shane does.
Kind of bird I want? Big parrot like a pirate?
Yeah. Arr. No, it looks like a swallow or something.
Spit or swallow?
Gross. Jen answers the poll. P standing up in front of a girl. If she's impressed by that, there's a good chance.
I don't know. I'd be like, what is going on?
I don't know. Yeah, that would only work if you want a really femmy girl. Okay, I'm going to get out of order a little bit, but this is the actual poll winner. She says her name is C-H-E, and she says it's like cherry without the re. How do you say that? Like che?
Che.
But it looks like che. Or shay. Okay. Che says, if you're not sure about a girl, just walk up to her and say, "Do you know Bet and Tina?" And watch her reaction. And I mean, it's funny, but I think that would work. Because the girl would either crack up or be like, "No, who are they?"
You're right. That would work. If someone asked me that, I would start laughing.
When we do our video podcast, you're going to have to ask somebody that.
Okay. What if they know people named?
Nobody knows a person named Bet.
Oh, you're right. That's not a very common name.
No. And then Nico from Germany, who cracks me up every time she writes. Nico says that Carmen throwing pizza at Shane is completely understandable. I mean, look at Shane. The girl needs to eat. Then again, there is that saying, a good rooster never grows fat, which I think has some sort of sexual undertones to it that I don't quite get.
Oh, what saying? I've never heard of that.
It could be a German saying, I don't know, but it's a good rooster never gets fat because he's busy laying all the hens, I guess.
Probably is German. They don't make any damn sense. All they can do is beat us at the goddamn Olympics.
I know. They totally were doped up and cheating like mofos.
Those Germans. They're
Fucking
nothing
Germans.
but trouble. You better watch your back. If you
Metal thieves.
I can't believe we came in second. What the hell? We came in second. At least it was to Germany, not some pussy country. Although a pussy country sounds like a good place to live. But I can't believe America came in second.
I can. And A, I can believe it, and B, I really don't give a shit.
We're the most powerful country in the world!
Okay, here's the rule. In the Summer Olympics, anyone who beats us in the medal count, we're gonna fucking start bombing. So you better watch out, Europe.
Yeah, it doesn't take much for us to start bombing people.
Nico also suggests that Catherine Menning probably shouldn't leave the house on a windy day.
Oh, come on.
She says, well, maybe she could put some Velcro on the bottoms of her shoes.
She looks good like that.
I think she looks like
skeletal.
She's been doing coke with Kate Moss.
She probably has.
She's been snorting coke off of Kate Moss's penis.
Oh my God, that is a mental image that I may wake up to tomorrow. Okay.
Oh, and Claire, where's Claire from? I think she's from Scotland, but I don't know. Claire is from Europe, and she was wondering about what the climate is like in Los Angeles because the girls pretty much wear the same sorts of clothes year round. That was actually a good idea. Like, I would like to see the cast of the L Word in some winter fashions.
No way.
Oh, come on. Can't you imagine Alice in like a cute little knit scarf and hat with the ear flaps and like a poof ball on top and gloves?
I think they should film in Jamaica so they're just wearing bikinis all the time. Los Angeles, it's like 73 degrees year round, so just so you know, Scottlanders.
But I'm saying they should go on a ski trip one week. They went on the boat. They went on Land Ahoy. They took the Olivia cruise. They should have a ski trip, and then they could all wear like some cute little sweaters and ski boots one week. You know Alice would have some kick-ass goggles.
That would be really good, actually. You're right. She was basically asking, why do they always make it seem like the weather's 75 degrees in Los Angeles?
Yeah.
And that really is how it is in Los Angeles year-round.
Even though they shoot in Vancouver.
Right.
Where probably 65 is bikini weather for those freaks.
Well, obviously they wouldn't have to go far to do the ski trip shoot. Isn't that where the next Winter Olympics?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, there must be
they could show them doing the luge. Naked.
That'd be the sexiest luge I ever saw.
What's the gayest sport? Curling. They'd be like...
Curling is not the gayest sport. I told
I
you,
guess
table tennis.
Snowboarding, it probably is. No, but something that they would, I guess they'd go skiing or snowboarding.
Shot put. That's pretty gay. So yeah, I definitely agree with Claire that they should go on a ski vacation one week so they can all wear some cute winter clothes.
But that's not what Claire said, is it?
That's where Claire was headed with her statement.
So you're agreeing with yourself, because that was your idea. You fag.
Oh, I'm a fag now?
Yeah.
Good. Maybe Max will finally call me.
Don't hold your hamster.
Okay, Karen's response to the poll is, if a woman's name is Robin, she's not straight. Karen's response to the poll is, if a woman's name is Robin, she's not straight.
Robin?
She said every single Robin is gay.
I don't know anyone. Oh,
That's
I do.
funny.
I know
That's
one
so
Robin,
funny.
and she's a fucking cunt face.
Casey's, like, enemy at work is named Robin, and she's the girl that Casey comes home. She's like, she was trying to destroy me.
That's funny. Well, she's straight, but I
Yeah.
haven't known very many Robins, so I can't.
It was just so funny that she said that, because Robin is like your one enemy in the whole world.
Elka's pretty gay.
What?
The name.
Oh, well, yeah. But
So's
also,
Casey.
remember, my rapping name was Robin.
Oh, Robin Banks.
I'm Robin Banks. Yo.
What are some famous? I can't think of any There was a Robin on the L Word. Remember Robin? She went out with Jenny for a minute.
Yeah, I guess
Gay.
that supports it, yeah.
Karen must have just known a lot of Robins that were gay.
That just cracked me up because you and I both have the Robin connections. We need to say hello to Jackie and Lucy in Glasgow, Scotland.
Why?
Just because they asked me to. A different Jen, this one from Baltimore. Okay, well, a lot of the listeners of this podcast have asked us to post pictures of ourselves, which we have.
They're on the internet. You just have to find them.
Okay, don't do that. They're going to be up all night Googling random shit and never find anything.
No, they're not. Well, there probably are, but I don't think our names would be attached.
Yeah. Anyway, she says that you and I should have a contest.
All right.
The contest would be abstinence from sex. Whoever gives in first has to post pictures of herself.
No, we're not doing this contest.
And my response was, well, what if me and Casey have sex with each other?
Then
who wins?
The show would be over.
Then we both win.
Then we'd have to. We're not going to have sex with. Okay. What? No.
Have another beer, Casey.
I like how you read all the emails, and I'm a slacker, so I'm just like, hey, we're doing the chart today, okay. And then you start reading the emails, and I'm like, what? What'd they say? That's fucked up. Oh, that's hilarious. And now this one, okay, first there was the psychic one. That was really freaky. And now there's...
And we just had sex right before we did the podcast, too, so that was like psychic also.
Why would we have sex and then I flash you? That seems kind of out of order. Wait, so what was her original thing?
Basically, it's the master of your domain.
But that's masturbating.
Yeah, well, this is the same thing, but for sex.
We received an email from Grace, whose response to the poll question was to just live in a small town. Then everyone will know everyone else's business. In her town, everyone knows who's queer and who's pregnant. Probably not the same people. Could be.
You never know. We just have to give a shout out to Ashley in Texas. Ashley of Mashley fame. Happy birthday, Ashley. I hope you had a good time. Diane wrote in to tell us that not only does she enjoy our podcast, but her dog really likes it when our dog plays with his squeaky toy over the podcast.
Don't say his name, because he'll come running in here.
Yeah, well, anyway.
Causing all kinds of trouble.
I think her little dog wants us to let our dog play with the squeaky toy on the podcast some more.
He's free to... It's not like we take him away during the podcast. We probably should.
Well, I took him for a long walk, so now he's passed out so that he'd be quiet.
We received an email from Katie. She says, "This is Katie from London, England. I love your podcast." Okay, this is my L word comment to tell you guys. I really love Leisha Haley. However, this season, her boobs are super droopy.
How dare you?
Although I am equally concerned about Jennifer Beals' haircut, which is so square, it makes her head look like a box shape. At least Josh has a good haircut. Best wishes, Katie.
I love the way she makes like a box shape in italics, so it looks like it says, it makes her head look like a box shape.
I don't think her boobs are super droopy. She just has realistic looking boobs. People are starting to get used to seeing
fake titties.
Yeah.
And I don't like fake ones. So I'd rather see some droopy real ones.
Hers are nice.
Because
they look like you could fall asleep on them.
The droopy ones, they have some heft in your palm. I like that.
Okay, let's just...
Thanks, Katie. We love you, too.
Apparently you love droopy boobies.
I do. Lissa responds to our little conversation we had on the men of the L word. Suffice it to say, she says, the men of the L word calendar won't be coming out anytime soon. The pickings are slim. No wonder Tina's ready to jump the first guy that crosses her path. Or Kit, for that matter. First a 300-pound motivational speaker, then Mangus. Jocelyn from Canada.
Oh, God. What part of Canada?
Why, do you know her?
No, but remember that girl, that hot Jocelyn? That was close to
Canada. That lived in Maine. Oh, she was so hot.
She was the Shane of Maine.
Hey, Jocelyn from Maine, if you're listening. She was the Shane of Maine. She was like 4 feet tall, and she just got all kinds of play.
She wasn't 4 feet tall.
She was like a little sexy Shane midget. She was like the mini-me of Shane.
She was really, really cute. Okay, anyway. This probably isn't her, unless she moved to Maine or Canada.
Okay. Canadian Jocelyn says... I live in Canada, and you've probably heard that we elected the devil into Parliament. Yep, the devil.
Maybe it is her.
At any rate, okay.
I think it's her.
My friend and I determined that because Harper, being the ever-good conservative and family man that he is not a supporter of our gay marriage legislation, that he's going to put an abrupt stop to it.
Motherfucker.
Not only that, we're all going to get banished to the Baffin Islands, a cold, desolate place full of...
Canadians?
Well, I'm not sure what it's full of, but gay people it will be soon enough. It's rather separate from Canada, but no one really knows or cares what or where it is, just that it's far removed from Canada.
If they put all the lesbians on an island, I'll go there.
They did that. It was called Lesbos. In the event that the Americans go the same route, I'm extending an invitation on behalf of your gay Canadian brethren to meet us on the island. We'll probably have finger foods of moose and deer with some watered-down Saskatoon berry punch. Party on the Isle. Ciao, Jocelyn.
Well, if this is the Jocelyn that used to live in Portland, Maine, we'll be there.
Yeah.
And if it's not, we might still be there if it's an island full of gay people.
It's not the same girl.
I know. I thought it was funny to pretend like it was.
Okay. Sounds good to me. We'll bring some cactus fritters, but I don't want to eat any moose because they're so cute and ugly all at once. Hampton has a request for us. He wants us to talk about lesbian porn. And this is what he says. The by lesbians for lesbians kind. Not the fake straight lesbian porn with all those spike heels flinging all over the place and the creepy lip gloss.
What does he want us to talk about?
Well, this is what he says. My friend tried to rent some by women for women porn with her SO and got stuck with a video with still pictures of mountains and lakes with floating vaginas and breasts hazily superimposed over them with some kooky new age music.
What?
I've never seen pornography before, so I don't know.
I don't watch porn. I'm actually really anti-pornography.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like, I don't know, it's my one unliberal stance. But anyway, so I don't think we're really qualified to talk about it.
I mean, just the concept of it is fucking hilarious. And I responded, I said...
Oh, you mean of that video?
That particular one, yeah. And I sent him an email back and I was like, I've never seen any porn, so I'm wondering if you made that up. I was like, tell the truth. And he goes, I swear it's true. Pan flute music, pastoral scenes of nature, mountains, hills, and fields.
What?
And lakes with floating vaginas and breasts superimposed.
That's so gay.
I mean, I could just picture it.
What is it supposed to be? By lesbians for lesbians?
Yeah.
Lesbians. Lesbians from the 70s?
I totally believe that this is true because it is so like a humorless dyke thing to do. Like, fuzzy breast floating over the mountain.
Look at the beautiful contour of the nipple.
I bet the floating vaginas weren't even trimmed.
Oh, man, I just got like something stuck in my throat.
Well, Hampton, I'm sorry to say that I don't really have any personal reaction to that because I have never seen porn, but this really doesn't sound appealing to me or anyone I can imagine.
That's not really...
I mean, I think he thought it was funny and he wondered
Hampton,
if we'd...
Yeah, well, obviously it's hilarious. Hampton, if you want to hear lesbians talking about lesbian porn...
Oh, this is true.
Then you should seriously get Sirius Satellite Radio and listen to Romaine on OutQ because, man,
yeah.
she's dirty. She talks
so dirty.
about porn and like constantly. So
she makes us look like a couple of uptight softies.
Well, we kind of are.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for the message, Hampton. I totally, like, I was at work all day and I would just randomly start cracking up, thinking about, like, a floating fuzzy vagina in the mountains. Then at the end, they show a waterfall.
And, like, at the top of it is a vagina. So it's coming out of the vagina.
That's disgusting. I was trying to make it less literal. Okay.
It reminds me of those drug films.
Drug films?
Yeah, like there's some acid rock and there's like choom choom and there's like pictures over pictures.
Like acid rock.
Yeah.
Not
that's what I
drug
said.
Film.
Well,
I thought you were talking about the Dare stuff they showed in high school.
No. Dare to keep your daughter off of pussy. No.
All Dare is a place where you learn what the drugs are.
Thank you for calling the planet.
Oh my God! No one ever calls us.
Let's see who it is. What? What? What?
Oh my God! It's a wrong number.
Nuh-uh, they said, Alice Dana, are you there? Pick up the phone.
Oh. Thanks for fucking up the podcast.
No. It's obviously a joke.
By the way, we would have had a whole bunch of
Don't
really
say that.
cool answering machine messages to play, but Casey erased them by accident.
Hey, I was trying to fix something.
You're always fixing something.
No, but I don't know what happened.
They were really funny this week, too.
I know. Oh, that one girl called from Oregon like 5,000
It was
times.
hilarious.
And it was awesome.
You guys are missing out.
Then some dude called from UC Davis. Call us back and leave that message again. It was hilarious. Like, I'm so mad at myself.
I know.
I accidentally erased them because I unplugged the answering machine while I was trying to fix the internet connection, and the dog licked my heel when I was doing it, and I was like, and I unplugged it, and I'm ashamed.
When she told me I had to just leave the room because I didn't want to be mad at her.
You really did.
Yeah.
You were really pissed.
I wasn't pissed, but I was disappointed.
Oh, really? Why'd you throw that vase and break it?
I threw pizza, but no vases. Do you want pepperoni or sausage?
I can't believe you erased messages. Let me tell you about how birds deal with answering machines.
You know, there was something that we didn't talk about on the last podcast about the show that was kind of interesting.
Our feelings. Let's talk about our feelings over a video of floating breasts across the desert of New Mexico.
Let's complain how
somebody
doesn't like me.
We're quitting.
I quit. I don't want to play with you guys anymore. I'm telling.
I can't take this kind of criticism.
I'm going home.
Okay,
We're such pussies.
I know. That's over. We're hardened.
Yeah. Anyway, what I wanted to say was, you actually, without even thinking about it, were praising the writing of this last episode.
Oh. No, I was thinking about it. I said whoever wrote this is a good writer.
We knew that Elizabeth Ziff, a.k.a. Easy Girl, wrote that episode, and I swear I saw the episode and it was good, and it didn't match my preconceived notions, and it was like I couldn't reconcile her as the writer, and I'm like, oh, someone else must have written it.
Well, what was weird was, I think you told me before it came on, like, that she wrote it, and I was like, oh, we
were both like, oh, it's gonna suck.
Yeah. And then it came on, I completely forgot that you told me that. Like, seriously, it didn't even enter my brain, and I was like, wow, this is really good writing. Even though it wasn't like the best episode of the season, the writing was awesome. And yeah, it didn't even dawn on me. We did the whole podcast. It still didn't dawn on me.
I know. And then someone sent us an email about it as if we hadn't known. And it was like our brains couldn't justify reality. And we just spontaneously forgot.
Yeah. We totally were in denial. Like, nah, she must have just done I think I said she must have just produced it or something.
Yeah. So, I mean, I can't say that I enjoy the opening music.
No.
But also, I will say that Elizabeth Ziff does have some talents.
Yeah, she's That was really good writing.
I loved
totally
the one-liners.
impressed.
I mean, anyone who writes, who's fucking Josh, whatever, that's genius. So maybe you should just switch her job title over from musical guest to staff writer. I don't know. And we're probably going to get some flames for this because everybody hates her so bad. But
no, well, nobody. I don't think anybody hates her.
No, it's just the song.
It's not even just the song. It's
First
the
of all,
song with the video.
Yeah,
and
you're right.
It's
the whole thing.
Just bad.
Okay, that's not the way anybody lives.
Yeah, I wish.
And second, how do you drag with mustache? Oh, I thought it was drag racing, but she means like drag kings.
Are you?
I'm just getting that. Well, because when they say drag with mustaches, they show Alice riding a motorcycle, and I thought she was drag racing.
Okay. You gotta stop drinking so much before you watch the show.
I don't... I might have smoked a couple of bowls, but no.
You of anyone should have known that. You love drag kings and queens.
I do. I love drag, but... Well, it's because the visual cue of the motorcycle made me think of drag racing. Okay, I'm retarded, as if anyone didn't already know this. Newsflash!
All right.
Okay.
So, yeah. Props to... what's her name?
Easy Girl, a.k.a. Elizabeth Ziff.
Props to Easy Girl for your kick-ass writing.
Yeah. I usually have my little let's get serious and dramatic public service announcement moment. Fucking Casey put peanut butter on the ceiling.
That's how a dyke makes a peanut butter sandwich.
And it's still there.
Wow, there's a lot of weird stuff going on today. I threw a big glob of peanut butter up and it stuck to the... Of course, it stuck to the ceiling. It's still there.
The dog's just looking up at it longingly.
Well, he saw me with the peanut butter and he was staring at it like, peanut butter, peanut butter, peanut butter. And then I'm like, I don't even know why I did it. It was completely like, I wonder what this is going to do. And so I threw it up and it's a big glob of peanut butter on the ceiling. And he's just staring at the ceiling,
now
salivating.
People think that we live in one of those houses on the Discovery Channel.
What?
Like, no, they think we live on one of those houses from Animal Cops with 100 cats and no little dogs.
No, it's really... It stands out, kind of like a sore thumb in our house.
My favorite TV shows are The L Word, Lost, and Animal Cops. I'm so addicted to that horrible show. It's the only reality show I like.
I hate that show. You always turn it on when I'm trying to eat. I'm like, oh, I'm about to take a bite of this sandwich, and then I see a dying dog on TV on a stainless steel table or something.
But they always have the uplifting story in the end of how the dog got rescued.
If I see that, I just smell the dog pound, and I'm like, I don't want to eat this. The Animal Planet diet. Okay.
Anyway, my point is...
I should get that down.
Get the peanut butter's been there for an hour and a half. Just get it down when the podcast is over.
The dog. I'm going to bring the dog in and be like...
Just lift him up. It's Dharma peanut butter.
Okay, come on.
From the hatch. Okay, the public service announcement for this week is I've gotten some emails and some messages from some of our listeners.
Who hate us.
No, everyone loves us.
Okay.
Who listen to their iPods in class, listen to us in class, or they say they listen to us when they're supposed to be studying. God damn it, do your homework! We'll be here for you after your homework
Maybe they're
is done.
so smart.
You need to get your priorities straight, Missy.
Okay, listen. This is what's going on, really. You know how you had those college classes where, for some ridiculous reason, the professor actually paid attention to whether you were there or not, and so your attendance counted, but you were too smart to actually need to go to the class? That's what they're doing.
Do your fucking homework. Dee-dee-dee-dee! Oh, we figured out some button that we hadn't pressed when we set up our blog, and now anyone can comment on it. You don't need a Blogspot account for that. The blog is theplanetcast.blogspot.com. You can listen to the show from there, and you can comment. We have a lot of links on the right, too. One of the links on our Blogspot page is the link to our Frapper map, and I really like that because a lot of our listeners have posted pictures of themselves. So that's cool.
Right, so you can leave us a message there, or you can email us at theplanetcast@gmail.com. And what we really love for you to do is to call us and leave a message at 505-244-0531. Call us and leave a message. And you might want to do it 2 or 3 times because I have a tendency to accidentally. No, that was the first time I did that, I think, in my life.
And hopefully the last.
So please call us and leave a message, because we feel a little special when that happens.
Oh, and I wanted to thank everybody who left us reviews on iTunes. That was very nice of you, and I appreciate it. Okay, so it looks like that wraps it up.
So tune in for our next episode, where we will be discussing episode 8.
Late Comer.
Adios, amigas.
Rain washing all my makeup off. Umbrella chilling in my car. Wet cigarette. Gonna see this rainbow when it comes. Rain soaking up my pants legs. Platform shoes ain't doing no good. Wet cigarette. Let the rain wash away my sins. Leave behind all the place I've been and the trouble I'm in. Rain washing over me.
I knew I should have taken that left turn at Albuquerque.